I woke up and a dark thought came over me as I went to meet my father and mother for breakfast.
I saw the look on my son's face. What's wrong, my son?
I don't know, Dad. Something just doesn't feel right.
Well, don't worry. Today is going to be a good day.
So, I ate my breakfast, trying to ignore that feeling in the pit of my stomach. Somehow I knew today was not going to be a good day.
Pontius Pilate is famous for the involvement in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
Come with us to see what happens when Pilate's son Cassius sneaks off to witness the trial and execution. In the fictitious story, Good Friday, adapted from a reading by Katrina Lampinen.
After breakfast, Pilate's son heard one of his friends call him and went off to play.
I had this dark feeling when I woke up this morning, like it was not going to be a good day.
Oh, don't worry. It's probably nothing. Let's go play.
After a while, it got really hot, so we lay down under a shade tree and took a nap.
After a little while, Cassius was woken by a loud noise.
Felix, wake up!
What is it?
I told Felix to come on, and we ran to see what the commotion was all about. I could feel that knot in my stomach again. This could not be good. We got to a point where we could see through the crowd. I saw a man standing in the middle of the courtyard. My courtyard!
This can't be good.
We should go. Dad told me to never be around when there was a trial.
But the boys could not leave. There was something about that man on trial, Jesus from Nazareth. He was a Jewish rabbi, but there was something different about him.
That's my dad up there by the guards. But who's that man on trial?
Why have you brought this man to me?
He claims to be the Son of God. He's a traitor. He deserves to die.
I find no fault in this man. Since it is one of your feasts, I shall release a prisoner to you. Shall you have it be the murderer, Barabbas, or Jesus of Nazareth?
Give us Barabbas! We want Barabbas!
And what shall I do with this man?
Oh, there's that feeling again. This could not be good for Jesus of Nazareth. Crucify him! Crucify him! Crucify him!
Cassius and Felix later snuck up and overheard a conversation between Pilate and his wife.
I had a dream about this Jesus of Nazareth last night. You shouldn't have anything to do with him.
What am I to do? You heard the crowds?
Cassius and Felix went back to playing in the street.
What's that noise?
Look, it's that crowd again. And it's that Jewish rabbi. He's been beaten.
What's that on his head?
It looks like a crown. A crown made out of thorns? He's carrying a cross. Oh, I knew this wasn't going to be a good day.
The boys hustled to the edge of the street, dodging the people in the crowd. They made their way through the mocking and screaming, and there were women crying. The man, the Jewish rabbi Jesus, despite the agony, there was something in his face. Cassius squeezed through the crowd. He found himself right next to Jesus. Jesus fell under the weight of the cross. Cassius reached out to try and help Jesus, but he was quickly pushed away by a Roman soldier.
You carry the weight of his cross, the soldier pointed to a large man in the crowd.
Come on, Felix. Look, they're going up there to the top of that hill. Let's get up there.
The boys ran ahead of the crowd. There were 2 prisoners already being nailed to their crosses. The boys had to run away as they screamed as the nails went through their hands and wrists. Finally, the crowd reached the top of the hill.
They're going to crucify him. They're going to kill an innocent man.
The boys watched as the soldiers pounded the nails into the wrists and feet of Jesus. He didn't scream or swear like the other men did. He simply winced. There was a look on his face, like he knew that this was his destiny.
What's that at the top of the cross? What does that sign say? King of the Jews.
Then Jesus spoke.
Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do.
The crowds continued to mock. If you're the Son of God, come down from the cross and we'll believe. And then the sky grew dark and the ground began to shake. The boys, along with the crowd, became scared, but none of them could leave. Jesus spoke something in the darkness.
My God, why have you forsaken me?
What did he say?
I don't know.
The boys watched as the soldiers gambled over the garments of the Jewish rabbis. They watched as they tried to give him something on a sponge. They watched as the people continued to mock, as Jesus spoke something to his friends.
Look, he's going to say something else.
It is finished!
Then
he died.